goal 2 now of stage 3 is we're going to run all sorts of tests, do your best and try to bring the Asterion in at least third. That sounds like 3 of them little tiddlers as usual by the sound of that. Right, we've got elimination, endurance and a... Well, that's like 3 goals in one go. That's not 3 tiddlers, is it? That's 3 whoppers. So that's 3 goals are classed in this number 2. So I might have to do these as 2A, 2B and 2C or something, because these are proper goals. I feel like I've been had over something terrible here. I don't really want to use too many of the goals. What you could obviously do is you could chop some of the corners off, I suppose, and then you could save some of the goal, because like the cup and stuff, you should be able to win that with you know, if you chop the corners off, you'd probably be able to do it in a red. Right, endurance, depending how far we need. Right, 6 miles. That's obviously going to be set up, so it's about right. So I'm going to have to. I'm definitely going to use. Where's my mate, young Eric, Mr. Auto Engineer himself? Right, he's free, but I'm only going to get 1 free one. So I need to sort what cameras live. I better get going actually. Right, 6.3 miles is the target. Now for Eric to be worth hiring, I'm going to need to obviously win it, otherwise the car will maybe need a service after this one. I'm going to keep an eye on that timer on the left there, because I don't really want to waste seconds. This, whatever this track's called, Mühlenschliff or whatever you call it, it's actually not a bad little track. It's a nice little short one, little short twisty thing. Out of the different varieties we've got on this Nürburgring, is it Nürburgring? I keep getting them mixed up with Nürburgring and Nuremberg, because there's 2 different places in Germany, aren't they? Get out of the way. I prefer the layout of this, it's just, don't really know why, it's not a little short twisty thing. This to me is a little bit like Suzuka, where you've got Suzuka East. I actually like that, but I don't particularly like the Grand Prix circuit. And Suzuka East is all sort of short and twisty, and I keep braking on there. I just prefer the layout. This corner here particularly, I don't get this corner very well, but I like the way it's laid out there. It sounds so Neil. Do not brake, you don't have to. Oh, that was braking for us because I've got assists on, isn't it? Now that was braking for me. I could hear and feel the brakes coming on because I've got the assists. P1s are a nice looking car, aren't they? So that is braking way before I would brake, but I do plough straight into that white wall, so maybe that's why I'm learning a thing or two by having the assists here. That I usually do brake too late, which is why I'm crashing. So these, putting these assists on should help me with where I keep going wrong on this track. Certainly give me a bit of a clue anyway. Right, I need round here, don't I? Right, as soon as I get round this corner, that'll do me, Tommy. Well, I'll tell you what, it don't work, don't do any donuts any good. Right, so I haven't used a lot of that, so I can do the, I could definitely do the elimination without needing to service the car. So that's normally over about 2 laps on a normal, well, it's a Grand Prix circuit, so it might only be maybe over 1 lap perhaps. So I will do elimination, and I'm not going to use the auto engineer. That's my gamble anyway. Old Pat at the top there. I used to work with a bloke called that. No idea what that is in Polish. The way he told me how to pronounce it once in Polish, and it was for a British person to pronounce it. So we just called him Pat. Right, so along the flags. I actually do know where this track goes to a fair degree now, Nürburgring. I'm not any good at it, but at least I've got an idea where it goes, which I didn't have for such a long time. It certainly seems a lot easier to drive with having a few assists on here. That's obviously at the end of the day what they're designed to do. I was seeing then, if I suppose you didn't put brakes on there to see if the brakes were going to activate themselves. They didn't. They will on full assist, but on low they didn't. But you can, it depends on the degree of the corner, I suppose. I've got a phone making racket next to me. I don't know whose that is, it's not mine. Right, so we've finished in a secondo. He won't be catching me from now, young Pat. Ooh, I'm going to be levelling up today. Right, so the last one we've got is a cut. So that's 4 laps. That only said you had to come third, didn't it? Right, so you only need third anyway. But if you don't win, then you're going to lose your auto engineer. So I need to come third to qualify. But if I win, then I can obviously do the next goal after this one. So not that it really matters, I could come back after that. Where's this sprint? That run, the writing's all funny underneath the N and the T there. I've not noticed that before. Right, so we've got Y-Sacks, P1s. Oh, there's a LaFerrari there as well. Let's have a change and go into the bright white city lights of it all. I'll try and do not too much contact if I can. Very restricted out the sides of this car, that view wise you can't see out much. I downloaded that Need for Speed, whatever it is. I think there's about 1 billion different variations of it, whatever the latest one is. I thought I'd try it out. I don't normally like other car games, but I thought I'd download a few today and have a little look. It's obviously made by the same people that make this. That is such a tight turn, that one. So just this LaFerrari we've got to overtake now. We've got another 2 laps to do it in, so it's not going to be any difficulty in doing this goal today at all. He says confidently. Now normally once you get in front they tend to just disappear off behind you. This game works that sometimes they're really hard to catch, but as soon as you go past them they sort of give up and just fall back. These low assists are actually pretty good because they don't take away your, your own input in the way you drive the car at all. You can just feel it. You can feel it. When you should be braking, you just get like a bit of a clue thrown in. It seems it's sort of, you can feel it. He's braking, but only just really, very, very slightly. And it just sort of gives you that nudge to brake. It's quite clever, I think. And if you've got the assist all on low, when I have used them in the past, I just tried them out and stuff. I think they're really well balanced with all three. But when I have had just one on, for me they don't feel balanced, but I'm sure a lot of it is a steering sensitivity. I don't think that sensitivity of 10 that I have with no assist, I don't think that actually suits when you've got assist on. I think that probably needs turned down a bit. But when I was driving, I'd go I've nearly completed both of the F1 series, the F14 and the 412. I was driving that either earlier on today or yesterday, I can't remember when it was now, a while ago anyway. But with that, even going down the straight with the assist on, that seemed to be, I couldn't really control it with assist, it was quite weird. Like the straight line type thing, I found it sort of wobbling about all over the place. Like driving a 300 mile an hour jelly. Go on up you get, go on. Oh, nearly. Right, that's going to be goal 2 out of the way.